Hello friends, today we'll be making a Laotian dish called Auk Lam. This is my mother's version of making this dish. A long time ago, she taught me how to make this. So today, I'm be having some family members over and decided that I'm gonna make some Auk Lam for my family. I'll be using these ingredients as follow. You can use any kind of smoked meat to your preference, but today we have Mekong smoked beef. That is what I'll be using. I'll be using 4-pack along with the herbs, which is cilantro, green onions right here, and then also coranders. These are the herbs that is spiky on the side here. And I will also use Vietnamese coriander. And then also, if you don't know what coriander is, these are the long skinny stems that has the leaves on the side. It smells really good, so you don't want to miss out on putting that in. Also, I'm using at least 20 Thai eggplant, okay? And then along with capra lime leaf, I have 20 here, but you'll at least use, if you're only serving at least 5 to 6 person, I do recommend you cut these ingredients in half, just so that you don't have too much and you don't have too much left over. So I use capra lime leaf along with galanga. I also use galanga in here, and along with that, Thai chili pepper. Depending on how spicy you want it, you might want to add more or add less to your preference, okay? And then also banana blossom. I'm using the canned one because it's a lot easier to use. I don't have to steam or cook anything else. It's already out of the can, ready to use. Along with that, I'll be using garlic. I'll be chopping these two and peeling these two garlic up to use. And I also am using fillet. You don't have to use fillet if you don't want to, but for me, I do use it in my dish. It gives it more of a deep taste into this dish, okay? And I already have pre-soaked 1.5 cup of sticky rice. What I'm gonna use that for is a thickening agent for the Auk Lam. So later on, I'm gonna strain the sticky rice, or the 1 cup of sticky rice, and I'm gonna pound it or in a mortar pestle, or else you might just want to use a chopper and chop it up. It's up to your preference, but you're gonna use that as a thickening agent so that this Auk Lam is a little bit thicker so that you can eat better. I also soak additional 7 cups of rice or sticky rice so that I can steam later to eat with this dish. So stay tuned with me, and so you're gonna toast your galanga, chili pepper, and garlic like this until you turn golden, and then you're gonna put it into your soup or your Auk Lam. You will be adding into your water your galanga, garlic, and chili pepper, and also toss some lemongrass in there. I'm tossing some lemongrass leaves. Okay, you'll be dicing your smoked beef into bite size like this. Once you're done slicing everything up, you'll add this into the water and let it boil. So now you're gonna dice up your eggplant in half, and you're gonna toss this into the soup. Let it soften up, and then you're gonna take it out and pound it in your mortar pestle, okay? With everything combined, it should look somewhat like this. You're gonna keep on boiling the eggplant until it gets softer, and then you're gonna take it out and then pound it. But we're gonna wait for a little bit. Now you're gonna serve out your galanga and your chili pepper and put in your mortar pestle, and then we are gonna pound these now. So we're gonna pound these together, make sure everything's all flattened and all crushed up. Now I'm gonna take the sticky rice, and I'm gonna pound them, make into like a paste. so that we can use it later to thicken up, you know, the oaklam. Okay. Now you're gonna pour half cup of butter and put it in there. Now you're gonna scoop out the eggplant and, you know, pound it until it gets, you know, softened and all squashed, and then you're gonna add it back into your soup. And now it's gonna look like this, and then you're gonna add your banana blossom into here. And then you can also pound it. After that, you're gonna add everything back into here and then let it boil for a good 15 minutes, and then we are gonna add our pounded rice to thicken this up, and then once it's done thickening up, we're gonna add the herbs and stuff. So we now are gonna add the pounded rice in here. So this is what you do. You just basically put in here like this. And then once it starts to boil, it will eventually get thickened up. I forgot to inform you guys, but once it starts bubbling like this, you're gonna add some roasted rice powder in here. This is what it is. It's gonna help give it a little different taste, like a roasted taste in the soup. That should be enough. Like I will say, maybe 4 tablespoons or so. Once you once you bring this to a boil, you're gonna shut off your heat, and you're gonna throw in your herbs. And then it's ready to serve with sticky rice or your choice of rice. All done.